Welcome back to another episode of If I Knew. I'm with
Welcome,
your
welcome.
host, Paul Thomas from Speak Like Hypnosis, and my brother.
Vito from Visuals, B-Stacks, Motives. You can call me everything and anything.
Yo, you're free, bro. Yo, that's how we starting off, bro. Yo.
Brother,
All right. But how was your week, bro?
My week was good, you know. Some good football was on, bro. Some good soccer was on. So it was good. It was good. You know, my Barcelona, we won. We won something small. You know, that
Must be
started off
nice.
my week, huh?
Said it must be nice.
Bro. I'm saying, listen, bro, Lamine Yamal, that kid can play.
Bro,
That kid can pray. That kid can pray.
Right.
Yeah, man. So my week has been good. Got some stuff lined up that I'm excited for that I can't talk about yet, but like it's been a good week. Yeah, how your week been though?
Bro, my week's been crazy. So it seemed like every semester towards the end, I'll be going crazy. And so I always start the semester off good and then fuck around in the middle, and then towards the end, I got to start scrambling again and get my grades up.
Yeah.
So I pulled like 3 all-nighters, 2 in a row, 3 all-nighters in a week. 2 of them were in a row. And been drinking more coffee than I ever drank because I hate coffee. And I had a small burnout. It wasn't not crazy like the usual. Usually my burnouts last like a whole week. And I pretty much get paralyzed. I barely move out of bed.
Yeah.
Barely eat all that. But it was just on small where I just felt weak all day, mad, dehydrated. So after the semester ended, I was able to get myself back together, and yeah, man, now just moving
Get some
forward.
good sleep at least, I hope.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's the first priority. Get some good sleep. So now it's just applying to these grad schools, and I say grad schools, it's really just feel like I got a good chance of getting into it. So besides that, it's been productive. That's the word, productive.
Mhm.
Productive. So I'm happy it's over. Oh, I'm so tired of school, bro. Like the fact that I got 3 more years of this shit pissed me off, but I know it's gonna be worth it.
Listen, is there anybody in school still doing school, going through school, thinking about going through school? You can do it, man. It's hard.
Right. You can do
Trust me. But
if you want to,
yeah,
or if you need to. But if you can find a way where you don't need to, that's smart too. It's just
yeah. How? Like if you just become successful by yourself, you just
yeah.
Okay.
If you come up with some businesses, or maybe you change your mind, maybe I want to get a trade, and you go to trade school, and it's shorter. But
yeah,
let me stop that. I'm the bad uncle who was like, hey man, you don't really need that shit. You know what I mean? You're talented in so many ways, man.
Listen, the price of school. Listen, how many people really need it, bro?
That's
need
my
a
thing.
down payment on the house to go to school sometimes nowadays, bro.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't really need it, and if you think you can become good at networking outside of school, do something. But if you feel like you're not good at networking, school's perfect for you. That's the perfect spot to network. And if you actually need it, go get it. You actually need it.
Yeah, 100%. But bro, you got this, bro. You know, like you just said, 3 more years, lock in, cock in, get your shit right, you know?
Facts. Like, yeah, man. So we're gonna do things a little different this episode, man. We want to try some new stuff. So we're gonna read from Reddit. Am I the asshole? We're gonna take different sides of it. Vito will take one perspective, I'll take one perspective. And
so just like a disclaimer. We may not agree. We may agree. We're not gonna really say, but this is just to,
it's just acting.
It's just to foster a good dialogue and just, talk about these crazy scenarios.
I bet. So we're going to start off with this one. First. All right. So am I the asshole for telling my parents they don't get to brag about it? First off, before we go in there, I know African parents in general, they the type to cuss you out, talk shit, like really be on your case, but then in front of their friends, they bragging about you all the time. So like, I feel like this is something a lot of people can relate to.
they'd be on your case so hard. And I think it's also because they want to see you succeed, so they're so hard on you.
Sucks.
But then, even sometimes when it's stuff where it's just like, it's not really the stuff they had planned for you or wanted a direction in which they wanted you to go, but you go and you're successful, they're still going to get credit for that regardless. And they're still going to, even though they might be vehemently against it. So it's a slippery slope. Yeah, man.
Right. And it's not even just an African parent thing too, because
Asian
black parents
parents
told me,
yeah.
like, yo, this one person told me their mom didn't even want them to go to college. Just like, because I ain't got no money for it. You can go to work at a plant, because
That's
this is
crazy.
Michigan. He's like, you can go work at a plant, GM plant, make good money, retire there, all that. But now that she did graduate, she be saying her mom be bragging all the time. Baby, I had my school exams in April, and my university. Well, so disclaimer, I'm looking at two different screens, but it'll make more sense if I just look at the central screen. I had my school exams in April and my university entrance exams in May.
Yeah.
I knew that I couldn't prepare for both of them, so I did not really study for the school exam. I didn't score that well in the school exams, and my parents were really. I tried to explain my point of view, and they said they know I am not going to get a good result in my university entrance exam. This especially hurt me, as they know how stressed I had been for the exam, to the point I had worked up a fever. Well, the results were declared this month, and I ended up scoring 98% and easily secured a spot in a top university. Now my parents are praising me and sharing the news with other people. I told them that they don't get to brag about me after the way they treated me. They told me that I shouldn't hold on to that, and that they were only acting and care and concern. Am I the asshole? Damn.
What do you think? Do you think she's the asshole? Me personally, I don't think she's the asshole, but I also don't know. I don't think like her parents did it from a place of malice. You know what I mean? Like,
yes. I definitely agree.
Bro, that sounds so African friend. Man, you still hold on to that? Let go of it now. Come on.
So you scored bad on this one. You didn't study. You think you scored good? You think you get good grade?
Who house you staying in? Who roof you under?
That won't make sense. Or you approach somebody for the result, eh?
Yeah. Where you study?
So I get it. But nah, I see where the parents were coming from. And like their approach was horrible. See where they was coming from. They weren't coming from a place of mouth. At the same time, I do see where this person is coming from too. It's like, yo, man, I was studying. You guys stressed me out. You guys made me feel shame.
Yeah.
And now, like, you put me through all this shit, and now you want to brag about it? Some shit that you really ain't played no part in?
Yeah. And also, like, it says in the story, like, they told her she wouldn't get a good result in the entrance exam. Instead of trying to uplift her after she struggled in the school exam, like, which is already so bad. Like, if you want to go brag about something and you want to be proud of your kid for something they did, you can't then just be the one diminishing their accomplishments or diminishing them to even try to achieve that. Because who knows, she could have took it a whole nother way where she didn't even try because her parents told her she wouldn't do good at all in it, because that's what they said. It was like, you're not going to do good in your university exam because you did so bad in your school exams. Like, you're dumb, you're stupid. Like, that's really what they told her. That's really what they told her. And then they're gonna go back and be like, "Oh yeah, my daughter's so smart. She's so smart. So smart."
I'm not born a stupid child.
Whole time we knew it.
Yo.
Like,
so bro, let's act this out, bro. So I guess you can be the student.
okay.
And we're both arguing our point.
Okay.
You're arguing why you feel I shouldn't get the brag, and I'm arguing why I feel like I should get the brag, and my method wasn't that bad. All right.
So I'm arguing. Okay, I'm understand.
Yeah, so you go ahead. You start it off.
So how are we gonna start it off? Is it after you've told? After they've told? After I know they?
After I already bragged about you, I was like, look at my son. That man smart. I said 98%. I best didn't get the other two, but 98 and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah. Okay,
okay.
okay, okay.
You know, the top university is my son. I'm not born no stupid child.
Okay. All right. Mom, Dad, have something. I need to talk to you about something.
What's up, my son?
It's it's about my university entrance exams and how you guys been talking about me.
We're so proud of you. So proud of you.
Are you? Are you
Yeah.
proud of me?
Yeah, bro. I'm not lying.
You're proud of me. So then when I was taking my high school exams, why'd you say I was gonna fail? Why'd you say I was gonna
Oh,
fail my university exam? You told me I wasn't gonna do good, and then now you think you can just brag about me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for yelling, but I'm just upset.
my son, listen,
I'm just upset.
listen. I'm a very logical person. If the university exam is harder than a high school exam, and you did bad at high school exam, what would make me think you'll do good in your university exam?
But I
What,
told
what evidence do I have to believe you'll do good in an exam that's harder when you failed the easier one?
I'm your child. The evidence is I'm your child. The evidence is you love me and care. The evidence is you want me to succeed. That should be the evidence enough.
Yeah, but I gotta be practical with you. I'm not like one of these white moms and dads that just be telling this song. I'm gonna lie. My man,
Lie. 98%. It's not lie.
well, how I knew you were getting 98%? Eh? You did. You almost didn't even pass high school. That's stupidity. How you not pass high school? So now I'm here with shame. Full up with shame.
First of
Think
all,
I
first of
got
all, first
stupid
of all,
child.
first of all,
Which
hey,
one, man?
man,
All the
where's your
sacrifice I
degree?
made.
Where's your degree? You talking to me? Where's your degree at now? Yeah,
It
see you
was lost in
quiet.
the war.
See you quiet.
It was lost in the war.
It
Okay?
was lost. The
Okay?
war. The war. Okay, we're not even gonna touch that topic.
You're
I just
lost in
wanna
the war. If I could bring it with me, I would bring it, but a rebel they took it from me. Now, what thing I can do about it? I ain't got no gun.
listen. I know you and mom had it hard. I know that. You know, and you guys gave it everything for me to come here and do what I can do. I'm not upset
True.
about that.
That's
You know,
true.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful. You know, I
Good.
am.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why you try to bring me down. I told you, I explained it to you. I said it's gonna be hard because I'm trying to tackle both of them at the same time and I'm studying for both. And it's the end of the year and they're both stressing me out. Instead of trying to give me words of encouragement, you guys brought me down. I was in a darker place before that exam. I don't even know how I made it out of that exam. And then to see you guys brag about me the way y'all was bragging about me, like y'all did something, no offense, all offense, was very offensive to me. And I feel like y'all shouldn't even be talking about me. Like personally. Like my auntie, my uncle, they shouldn't know. I should tell them. That's my business. Let me tell them.
Okay, I see where you're coming. And
Huh?
to be very frank with you,
Yeah.
it was just a way we wanted to motivate you. Okay? Because we use
Motivate.
fear tactics. Because that's all we know, that all we receive from it is fear tactics. And that what push us to do the things and to make the kind of accomplishment we made today. So because we know you was working hard. But just because you're working hard don't mean things will work out for you. You see it from Liberia, you see the war, hardworking people, their life still end up bad because something they can't control. But this is something you can control. This is something you can control. You can control how well you study. You can control how well you did. So when you fail and you didn't do good in the university exam, I wanted to use fear tactics to motivate you. I wanted to motivate you, but the only way I know about fear tactics. And I used the tactic to motivate you out of love because I want to see you succeed. I want to see you fail. I want people to carry my name in the street, say Paul born stupid child. I want people to say that. That thing embarrassing. So I said, my son, you fuck up by the way. But but he still got another chance. He still got another chance. So let me motivate him. to do good. And the only way I know to motivate people, like fear tactics, because that's the only way I've been taught. That's the only way I've been
call me
shown.
damn stupid. You call me damn stupid.
But I but I look at the grade you got in the first test. That's stupidity. So I said, my man, I know you're not stupid. I know you're not born stupid. I know you're not that stupid. But the thing you just did, that's stupidity. And I know you can do better. So I said, if you don't fix up and pull yourself together, you'll fail again. I'm not saying you're destined to fail or be a failure. I'm not speaking that kind of thing with my son. But I know if you don't get yourself together, you don't know pull yourself together, you'll fail again. Now the thing I was warning you, if you keep going and you don't do something, you'll fail again.
So,
And because of my fear tactics, the only way I know, look at, and you see how God can work, about 98%. And you see how God can work in all my motivation. That what got you that school.
that's my hard work. That's what got me there. It's not your motivation, it was my hard work. Your motivation actually, it hurt me. It hurt me bad way. And I'm still feeling it from that hurt. Like you guys don't understand what I was going through. And when I was trying to explain to you what I was going through, you only brought me down more. I'm hearing you. Listen, I know grandma was hard on you. I know that. You know,
Yeah,
you're coming from rough. And then, okay.
Hey, look.
I know she was hard on you, but you know, I just want to, you know, I just want us to be better than that. I just want us to be better than that. I just want us to do, you know, because like, if you're gonna brag about me, be there to motivate me. You know, that's all I'm saying. And for you to still not apologize, I'm looking at you different. I'm looking at you different because I feel like I'm owed an apology, and I feel like until I can get that apology, I don't think you guys can really talk about me in the positive light because y'all been trashing me behind closed doors. Y'all trashing me, and then we get to family friends. Oh, my son's so smart. My son this and that. Indoors, you stupid. Your belly full. You damn stupid. So I feel like I'm owed an apology. 98% apology. Yeah.
Man, you know what? I'll not be typical parents that went it wrong. They can't say sorry. You're right. Like I said, I just wanted to motivate you, see the way I did it not correct.
Mm-hmm.
See how it hurt you. So
It did.
I just said now.
I was crying for days. Yeah. During my exam, my paper was all wet because it was just tears coming out my eyes while I was writing.
So how you turn the paper in?
I just tried. I tried. I went like this. Yo.
Yo, this shit crazy, bro. But yeah, and so I see my ways were not right. Although it was all that I know now that it's not the best way to.
Mm-hmm.
So from this point forward, I'll do my best to do better.
That's a lot.
I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry. But I'm proud of you. I know your mom, she's proud of you.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear. You know, and that means a lot coming from you guys. I still don't think y'all can brag about me. Not about this one, you know, because this one hurt. This one cut deep. I'm still, although I accept your apology, it still hurt me deeply. So we just gonna have to, you know, run it back another round, you know.
Yeah.
Next exam, you know, maybe my midterms, y'all can brag about that. My GPA, college GPA, y'all can brag about that. But this one, you're gonna have to let this one go.
I just hold your foot. Just let us brag about this one. Because we all know what will happen in the future. I'm kind of crazy they can happen in the future. But this one be proud of you,
Are you
man.
calling me stupid? Are you calling me stupid? Are you calling me stupid? Are you gonna get me stupid?
Yo, I see. That's funny. I can definitely see. I can definitely see it going there.
Bro.
If you get an apology at all, it's
Oh,
always going to end up some backhanded shit, man.
yeah. Oh man, you was deep in that dad, bro.
Yo,
Bro,
hey, yo, what you
imagine.
talking about, bro? It was when I just did this.
Well, like,
Yo,
imagine trying to have that conversation with your parent, like us now, as like,
bro,
even
I
as
had
little
that
girls trying to have that
conversation, and
conversation.
it went way worse.
Yo,
Way worse. They just straight
what?
up missed it. Way
Listen,
worse.
I've had tears. I've ended up apologizing for something I was hurt about. So listen,
Facts, bro.
yeah,
Facts.
yeah,
Facts.
yeah. It takes a lot. It takes a lot.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
like, I think it's like ego and misremembering history, or
Yeah.
just, or something. I don't know what it is, that just history is altered in their mind, where it's just like they were always good.
Because
So
what
it's,
it is, bro, like when you treat people bad, it don't really stand out in your mind the way it
like,
does for the
yeah,
victim. So because especially if that wasn't their intention. So
of
for them,
course,
they might see it as something small and they might forget about it because it's not big enough to remember. So now when
yeah,
you bring it up, they genuinely can't remember it. So
yeah,
it's like, it in their head is like, you're always trying to do what's best for my son. So why would I even do something like that? It don't sound right. And
yeah.
at first I couldn't even comprehend that thing. I was like, yo, you straight up just gonna lie. You like, this
That's
shit
so.
ain't happened. But like now that I got older, I really started looking back at it and thinking like that's really what it is.
Yeah, that's 100% true, because it's like they sometimes. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. Yeah. You want to read some of the comments before
Yeah,
we
yeah.
go
We
to the
use
next
some
one on like what they think and stuff? You gotta keep going down. Just keep going down.
telling someone that they'll fail is not care and concern. It's cruel and it's hurtful. I'm thrilled. Well, I'm not. I'm thrilled you did this so well. Not just because you deserve praise, but because I'm petty enough to enjoy the fact that your parents are not choking on their words. And don't give them a second thought. They show what kind of assholes they are by not supporting you. Any and all critiques, positive or negative, should be politely addressed and no more. They're they're concerned more with shallow heresies. You want more than that in life. Congratulations on your achievement and good luck in everything you do. Hope
You
you
know what?
straight things.
I 100% agree with that too, because like
Yeah.
they said, they weren't the asshole too. Like, bro, that's the thing with Reddit posts. They'll be a little bit extreme. Like, they won't even, like, there's no. It's either black or white in Reddit, bro.
Exactly.
There's no middle ground. There's no trying to come to an understanding. It's either
That's
your
how
parents
life
are the
is in
worst.
general for most people, man. You can't see that gray area.
Yeah, it's either your parents are the worst, or they're the,
Yeah.
you're just being childish. I think we will see if some of them call him or her asshole. It'll be like, you're just being childish.
Facts. Congratulations on the results. NTA. What's NTA?
Not the asshole.
Oh, not the asshole. I'm the father of two academically solid kids who had many missteps as they moved along various levels of schooling. We always encourage them by telling them a better approach that worked for us, or just to chill out, go back at it later. But never anything negative to a kid we knew was already stressed. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
Yeah, because
I feel like it should be that way. It's like, nah, I feel like it should be a mixture of both. It's like, yo, express your concern and then show them a way. Show them a
yeah,
way forward. Like, you did bad on the university exam, I'm not gonna lie. You did bad on the high school exam, I'm not gonna lie. It has us worried about the university exam. Maybe your approach to studying wasn't the best. Let's try something else. I mean, something like that.
yeah.
Because it can't just be all good. You gotta express the bad too, but it gotta be balanced.
But you got to be constructive. Like, there's constructive criticism, and then there's just
Exactly.
outright berating somebody because
Exactly.
you don't like something they did. Like, just
Yeah, you don't call them stupid. You
yeah,
express the concern. You let them know they did bad. Just put that out there. It's like, yeah,
100%.
this wasn't a good result. I'm not gonna lie. But then you give them constructive criticism, like what concerns you about that, and okay, here's how we can improve. instead of just saying, you stupid, look at your results, you stupid. What you going to do? There's no way out.
And I feel like, especially for OP original poster, they obviously if they're 98%, like I know like test taking isn't always a signifier about how good your grades are, but for them to do relatively that good, I feel like their grades had to be really good. And it just seems like one of those stories where like, like any like immigrant parent just hard on their kid and want them to like get above and beyond to even be remotely seen
Right.
as successful, Like I wonder if she had gotten like an 80 or she had gotten an 80 or 85, would this still be seen as good? And I
Right.
wonder what was so bad about her first grade. Like, was it really that bad, or was it just not excellent? You know what I mean?
Exactly. There's different nuances to it. All right, bet. Let's get to the next one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
That was a good acting out scene. I'm not.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. That was fun. I see why people do this, bro. That job was fun.
It's fun.
All right. So the next one.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for not inviting my sister to my wedding because she didn't invite me to hers? So yeah. I already see this gonna be some petty shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I love Petty. I'm not even
I'm
gonna
here
lie. I
for it.
know this is all about like growth and
Right. Petty
uh,
shit is just
looking
entertaining.
in and changing from past. But I love Petty. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
entertaining, bro. It's entertaining.
entertaining.
Keeps the
I'm
day
only
interesting.
human. I'm just a
Yeah,
boy.
keeps the day interesting. So, all
Yeah.
right. Am I an asshole for not inviting my sister to my wedding because she didn't invite me to hers? Which is wild.
Already just off that. Do you think she's an
Yeah, just
asshole?
like you mad at me for not like you a hypocrite. Right, this is wild. It starts off wild already.
It does.
So some back. My sister and I have always had a complicated relationship. We're not super close, but we've always managed to stay cordial, mainly because of family gatherings and events. And a few years ago, she got
Oh,
married. Okay. So, some background. My sister and I have always had a complicated relationship. We're not super close, but we've always managed to stay cordial, mainly because of family gatherings. A few
okay.
years ago, she got married, and I wasn't invited. She claimed it was a small ceremony with only her husband's family, few close friends, which is wild.
But wait,
Which is wild. It's wild.
wait,
But fuck it, we're gonna keep
wait,
going. It's wild.
wait, bro. That doesn't already like
Exactly.
your
Exactly.
husband family can come, but your family can't.
Exactly. It's wild. But fuck it, we're gonna keep going. I was hurt, but I didn't make a big deal out of it and let it shit. I had to cuss my brother out. I had to cuss his ass out.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
Fast forward to now. I'm getting married. My fiance and I are planning a slightly larger wedding with close family and friends. When it came time to send out invitations, I decided not to invite my sister. I felt like if she didn't want me at her wedding, I shouldn't feel obligated to invite her to mine, essentially. My parents are furious and say I'm being petty and that I should be the bigger person. Hate that phrase, be the bigger person.
Bro, why
Hate that phrase.
were
She
they
must be
say
the oldest or something.
she
Maybe
gotta
she's the
be, or
oldest and
like
the only
she's not
sister
the
got married
favorite?
first.
Or she's not the favorite child, like, cause
Yeah,
parents,
yeah.
not every parent, but some parents I've seen on some posts like
They,
these where
they
they
definitely
choose
favor the kids.
sides, like they have a favorite. And my question, were you saying this to your daughter when she was not inviting her sister to the wedding? Like
Exactly.
initially, you're gonna
Yeah,
invite close friends, but not your close family, like, and only your husband family, like yeah. I
yeah,
already hate that. I already hate
yeah.
that.
I know this. That's why I picked this, man. I knew this was gonna be triggering for a lot of people, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, they insist that I invite her because family is family. Hate that phrase. But to me, it's more about reciprocation and not wanting someone at my wedding who didn't think I was important enough to be at theirs.
yeah.
My fiance supports my decision, but thinks it might cause unnecessary drama. Spirit. Now my sister found out she wasn't invited, called upset. She said she didn't invite me to her wedding because she was under a lot of stress at the time and regrets it now. She accused me of holding a grudge and ruining our relationship even further. I feel like I'm justified in my decision, but now I'm second guessing it myself. I'm second guessing myself. Am I the ass for not inviting her? First off, it sounds like your sister is fucking manipulative. That sounds like some gaslight shit. Okay, I get you was under a lot of stress at the time, but you accusing her of ruining the relationship even further when she's legit just doing something that you did is wild.
Bro, you
Is
know what my
wild.
question is?
What's up?
Did her parents really go to the wedding? I feel like this is one of the stories where, because the only reason her parents maybe not, apart from them having the favor, is if they went to the sister's wedding, her sister's wedding, and they just didn't tell OP, and like, so they're like, oh, you're being petty, just like, we're family's family, you know? Because how are we gonna say family is family? And I hate how some people try to use that blood is thicker than water thing where,
Yeah, like it don't matter. It matters who treats you right at the end of the day. Like if someone consistently treating you horrible and then once you just go over it, even if it is family, like family would be the reason I tolerate it as long as I do versus not tolerating.
yeah,
Like, everybody got their breaking.
100%. And I don't know. I don't think she's the asshole for not inviting her. It definitely will cause drama. I don't know how much, you know, deep how much drama she want to cause, but like you said though, this is very manipulative of her sister to be like, oh, she was under a lot of stress and regrets it now. But how much stress are you really under if you're planning a small wedding? You
It's
know,
like,
this is like,
I don't
arguably
know,
she's
bro.
arguably no, but arguably the OP is under more stress because this is a larger wedding, which means more logistics needs to go into it, more planning for the cake, for guest seating and all that needs to be a lot more thought needs to go into it because you have to make sure everything goes right. It's a bigger venue. It's a lot more responsibility, a lot more money. It's a lot more money, and you just got to make sure everything goes off without a hitch. And I don't know, that's so weird. That's so weird to not even invite your sister, and then to come up and be like, I regret it now. You didn't regret it. Where was this regret before before you wasn't uninvited?
Right.
Before you didn't get the invite, were you regretting it then? Did you apologize before? And the
Right.
fact you're only coming to her to say all this after the fact, after you didn't get an invite, when you're finally realizing how much it hurt her, and now you're feeling that hurt she felt. Nah, that's
That's
not an
what it took
apology.
for you to
That's not.
realize how much you hurt her.
Yeah, that's not an apology.
That's what
100%,
it
that's
took.
not an
Nah,
apology.
man, nah. I feel like if anything, she just apologized, explain why she did it, give it the real reason. Because I feel like that's a bullshit reason.
Yeah,
Talk about, yeah, it was just my husband's family and some close friends. If you have bridesmaid, I know you probably had a bridesmaid, or if your husband brought a close friend,
yeah,
even if I don't invite none of my friends, I should at least invite my sibling. It sounds like that's the only sibling she got. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's like if I don't invite none of my friends, I at least got like somebody in my family that I fuck.
yeah. And what sucks though is because they said their relationship is so complicated, right?
Right.
They're not super close. They're only cordial. So I don't know. Even if she's the asshole or whatever, even if she's not the asshole, right? In my opinion, I don't think she's the asshole, right? I
Mm,
don't. If going off of that description, her sister's not the asshole either because
right.
they're not close. If you're saying you're not close, her sister shouldn't be getting mad at the fact that she's not invited to the wedding because
Yeah. So
going
let's
off.
look at it this way too, bro. I just be painting the sister in a bad light. But what if the person typing this is the asshole? What if the reason they're not close is because she treats the sister like shit, and the sister is just kind and they don't want her to the wedding, but like she's too kind to tell her, and so she try to come up with a bullshit excuse.
Maybe
to
maybe
let
she
her
was
down
hating on
easy.
her boyfriend. Maybe she was hating on the fiance. Didn't think it was
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
last.
so like let's flip the narrative, bro. Maybe the
That's
sister
true.
can, but like she just don't have the heart to tell her, so she try to say that bullshit excuse to let her down
You
easy.
know, we don't have the full picture. That's 100. That could be the case too, because we don't have the
Yeah.
full. We just have her side, and that is so interesting.
You
Because
feel
it's
me?
like,
Like it could be that dynamic too.
yeah,
And
what
so
are
with her saying you ruining the relationship even further, it's like, oh, like I've been trying to keep things with you. Maybe she's the reason that they're cordials. I've been trying to work things out with you. I don't want your type of energy at my wedding, but
yeah,
I do regret it now.
yeah.
But like, yeah, man, and this
Maybe
is
maybe
young.
where she could be the asshole is also because like this is like, I love Petty. I already said that, right? I love Petty, but you could have called your sister up. You could have called your sister up and tell her, listen, I don't think I'm gonna invite you to my wedding. Y'all could have had this conversation and how much it affected you, and because of that, she won't be coming to your wedding. But instead, you wait till the invites go out to let this all blow up, just to
Yeah,
just for it to get to this point where you and your sister are at more odds instead of trying to explain your side beforehand, and which is that I feel like in that way she could be the ass because it's like, okay, y'all could have just had this
yeah. But let's
conversation
look at it this way.
just the
What
sister.
if she got like severe anxiety and she was just like, she just
Well, I
knew,
know.
she know you could, like, yeah, you should have had that conversation, but she like physically couldn't because of the anxiety was that bad.
I
So
don't
I
know.
had
She
to let her
pressed her
play this
sister
out.
when she wasn't invited. She pressed her sister. I don't know. She said, "Hey, with my invite," like
That's
I don't
right.
know
That's facts. That's facts.
how
But
much.
yeah, man. Nah, I don't
Yeah,
think she the asshole though. I don't think she the asshole. I
she.
think she being petty for sure. If
Oh
being
yeah,
petty is the asshole, then yeah. Like
yeah.
I think she had a valid reason for not inviting her sister to
I
this.
mean, as a husband too, though, it's a good thing for him to stay out of this. So many stories where husbands
Facts.
pick a side
Facts.
and they try to pick the
Staying
other
on this
side.
shit.
Man, you better let their family drama be their family drama and support your wife.
Yeah, I feel like the husband did the best part. He's like, yo, I support you. I just want you to know you about to create a lot of drama with this decision.
Yeah,
I'm
it could.
stand by you. I just want you to know what you're about to step into if you
Yeah,
make this
it could
decision.
also end up being like her mom and dad be like, "Okay, if you don't invite your sister, we're not going." Which would suck.
Yeah,
Like, to not have your parents at your wedding off of this, honestly, is very petty,
that's
petty
one of the
drama.
main parts of the wedding, bro.
Yeah, but I've seen it in a lot of stories where like parents give kids that ultimatum, and some like not all family is the same. You know what I mean? Not
Mhm.
everybody has a good relationship with their family, so it just be like, oh, and then parents choose the side and be like, if you don't invite your sister or your brother, we're not going. And then they'd be like, okay, then you're not invited. Like, you guys have always been so negative in my life. Like, I don't
Right.
like. It's not. If anything, it's hurting you more than it's hurting me for you not to go. Like,
Yeah.
and but I hope it doesn't turn out to be. But it might end up being that because of how her parents are coming at her,
Yeah.
because their fears and like, be the bigger person. I hate that
I
saying.
hate,
I do hate that
hate
saying.
that, man. Oh,
Understand it.
God,
You want to be the bigger person, but
especially if you're always the bigger person. It's like, yo,
yeah,
when are they going to be the bigger person for once, man?
yeah,
Why always got to be me?
yeah. Sometimes you have to stand up for yourself.
Facts. And
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, I feel like you should have all freedom to invite or not invite whoever you want to your wedding.
whoever you want. Yeah,
But you should also be able to accept that if you don't invite them to yours, they might not invite you to theirs.
yeah.
I feel like for
What
you not to invite someone that they be mad that they don't invite you completely. You
weddings
should
are
expect, like, just
weddings are so
realistically, you should
divisive.
expect
Yeah, 100.
that's
percent
what's going to come.
They're so divisive, and it's just friendships live and die off of weddings and wedding invites, bro. Because it's like, oh, this is how finding out you're not really as close as you thought you were when you're not getting a wedding invite. It's
Right.
like, oh, our friendship isn't as deep as I thought it was.
Sure.
I gotta step back because but sometimes it sucks because it's sometimes the nicest people too that it happens to, where it's just like they're just walk over, they're just like, they don't know how to say no to anything, and it's and then you come to find out you do all this for somebody. I read a story where this girl did everything for this girl for her wedding, and she didn't have an invite. So she was like, okay. She made the cake and everything. So she was like, okay, cool. And then she was like, yeah. Had her bring it to the venue just for her to not be invited to the wedding, but only be invited to like the after party or whatever it was. And the bride told her, oh, just a couple of people aren't gonna go and so like that because of venue size, right? But you're invited to the after party or like, the reception. Comes to the reception, finds out she was the only one at the reception, not at the wedding. Everybody else was invited. She was like, oh, that's how you see me. Oh, you just used me to make you this free cake because she gave it to her for free.
I was about to say, I hope she at least paid her for the cake.
No, bro. And then, yeah. Oh, that story was petty, but it's just like people like this exist where they would just use you and use you and use you and use you. And friendships live or die off of weddings a lot of the times because you really see how you were seen in another person's eye. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
You want to read some of the comments?
Yeah, let's see the comments. Truth. You're holding a grudge. A justified one, though. She regrets it, but has she apologized and explained her reason?
True.
Has she made any effort to mend things? Or did she just expect you to invite her and forget? You need not invite her. That's a weird way to phrase it.
You need not invite her.
Hey, you don't need to invite her. Why you got you got many people that make shit too complicated for no reason. Like, try to sound fancy.
Whoa.
Tell your parents that you are not the bigger person and see no need to. Her choices have consequences. Has she attempted to apologize? Has she explained why she excluded you? Then maybe you could have forgiven her. But at the moment, you feel no need to have someone at your wedding who didn't want to celebrate hers with you.
Yeah.
Feel free to tell them you're under a lot of stress. Apparently, that's a good enough excuse. All women are women. And you can rephrase it. God damn, that's. But I get it. God damn, that's petty. Ask them why they didn't tell her to be the bigger person and invite you. Facts. Why
Remember
is it your job to make her feel better when she rejected you? Not that's facts.
This reminds me when you just stop hanging out with a nephew or a cousin or a relative that y'all been hanging out with. I'm gonna find out your mom and their mom are beefing, and that's the only reason y'all stop hanging out as much, bro.
Yeah,
because I promise you, yeah, man.
Oh my God, that happened. That's real. That's real. Their cousins are never gonna be close. Like the kids are never gonna be close, man.
Just over some petty stuff between the moms that's going on. Kids don't even know about. That don't got nothing to do with them. Yeah. But
I hope
anyway,
they don't put the kids against each other too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but damn. No, I feel like this is a good comment though. Like that's real. But telling her to rephrase it, something, I was under a lot of stress, man. Apparently that's a good enough reason, right? Because the stress, my wedding's bigger. It's like so I'm under a lot more stress.
But it's yeah.
Yeah.
He is definitely holding a grudge though. Like you can't deny that. Like it's
I like how she put it is definitely justified.
I want to hear the other side of where she's at. So you know what I mean?
I do.
Who's calling her?
Their parents get furious when you're worried about it. If you don't like her and she hurt your feelings, don't invite her. Tell parents the die is what?
The die.
The die is cast.
Like, you know when something is like.
Oh, okay. I just never heard that phrase before. The die is cast. And she cast it. If you want your future relationship, then invite her. But make sure you do what you want. Yeah, everybody's asking the same question. Did your parents have the same energy? She didn't invite you. Did your parents have the same energy? Otherwise, she's the golden child.
Yeah. But you never know the conversation your parents are having with your siblings. You don't know.
Yeah.
And they're always parents, that's the thing, they don't want to see their kids, fighting and hating each other. Because they're at that age where they're old, right? They're like, oh, all the grudges I had, I regret it or whatever. It's water in the bridge now, and I look back on it. They're looking back on it with a old lens. You're young, spry. You're like, nah, I got time to hold grudges. I got time. Like, what are we talking about here?
Yo, this person made a good point, though. She said, sorry, but where was your parents' outrage when your sister slighted? I'd be just as pissed at them, for both not standing up. This person typo. People can't type it Reddit. Most me, I'll be just as pissed at both of them for not standing up for you, and then getting all up in your grill. Think very, very carefully how much you want them involved in your wedding. Talking about parents now.
Yeah,
Since there's no way they're letting this go, they'll bug you and get the other family members to bug you, even the day off.
100%.
That's
I want.
facts.
I wonder. This isn't something like parents can let go of. Yeah, it's either she buckles or it causes a rift in her family more.
She might be the isolated one out of the family.
Yeah,
And that's so unfair, man. That's so unfair.
yeah. I wonder if there's an update to this story. Like, if there's.
I didn't see one. Yeah, man. So that was the Reddits for today. That was a good one, man.
Yeah,
That was
funny
a good
one.
one, man.
Interesting ones.
Yeah, I was gonna act that one out too, but that seemed like I get a little too personal. This shit seemed like it might get a little too deep, man. One performance after day. Let me go back, rejuvenate myself, get ready
Yeah,
for my next scene.
100%. Hey,
Bro, that was some
killed
good
it.
acting too,
Killed
bro.
it.
That was funny
Killed
as
it.
hell. That
Yeah,
was funny as hell. Nigga
but
said, yeah, the paper was wet, man. Yeah, it's hey, yo, bro, he's
100%.
funny as hell, bro.
100%. I think that's a good way to end it too, where it's like
Yeah,
two very like interesting story about family. A lot of these stories are about families and stuff and family drama, which is something we like to tackle on this podcast too, and familiar problems as well as problems, relationship problems, as in relationship problems, as in just problems in general you have with friends or co-workers or relatives, not just what do you call it, romantic relationship, not just a
right.
romantic relationship, because I feel like you have to be able to tackle all of that, talk about all of this.
Facts.
Yeah, I think I would love to hear the updates on those stories, but who knows if we will, you
Facts.
never know, maybe in the future,
That's
but
definitely a good episode. And two, yeah, family beef is never easy. And a lot of times families are separated and rift just because of grudges. I've personally experienced that. But I do know if you can mend it, if you can find a way to forgive, it
yeah,
helps. I do think that some things are unforgivable, even if it's for family. Like, it gotta be something extreme, but some things are unforgivable, even if it's family. But I feel like that's to the extreme if they keep on repeating the same. Or
yeah.
something like that, I feel like they could just really have a sit down, talk it out, really take turns explaining why they did what they did, how they affected,
That's only if they're only mature enough for that conversation.
which most people
Know
aren't.
I have friends who I just wish they would cut off their parents, but that's not my decision for me to make. Because you care about somebody so much, and you see them, how much hurt and how much trauma a person goes through because of their parent, and still going through as adults, and you're just like, you'll be so much. But yes, it will hurt at first, but you'll be so like, just confidence wise and everything. You'll be so much better off as a human being.
That's
Cut these
fact.
toxic people out your lives. Like me having the parents I have, who are honestly, despite all our differences, wonderful people. They've helped me out throughout my whole life and helped me through college and all that. Like, as much as I have to say bad about them, there's so much good that they've done for me that I'm just like, everybody isn't raised like that. You know what I mean? Everybody don't have those parents who are able to, like, I can have these conversations with my mom and dad, and they can try to be understanding and try to see where I'm coming from and change and evolve. But some parents are so stuck in their ways, and some families are so stuck in the ways where the relationship dynamic is so fragmented that it's just unfixable. Sometimes you have to pull yourself from that to heal. I don't know.
And I get it. I definitely get where they're coming from because I've been in situations where there's been times I wasn't talking to either one of my parents because they're
Yeah.
both stuck in their ways and they couldn't see it. And actually, my high school graduation the night before had a big falling out because she was on some patrolling stuff as far as who I can't invite share with me particular person.
Hmm.
And it's not even my dad, like a particular person in her side of the family share with me. Right?
Hmm.
I was just pissed because I was going
You
through
love
this
this
phase
person.
where I feel like I was being controlled pretty much my whole life, and I was just tired of it.
Yeah.
So it's the one thing that's legit all about me. I'm not gonna let you control. And I
Yeah.
got to a point where I told her not to come because one, I didn't even want to go to graduation. They was forcing me.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, they got it on the computer that I graduated. Fuck, I want to be around the niggas, man. Fuck that shit. And like, I want to get out of that school as quick as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, they forced me to go to graduation. I was like, already being forced to go to graduation. You're controlling that. Now you're trying to control who I can and can't invite to the celebration of me. So I told her that
I got
she can't come. And my dad even told me, like, do that, you don't regret it. I do, because she didn't bring my brother or my sister to it. So it's
no
me,
siblings issues.
dad's, uncles. And that's why, like, that's add to the motivation for graduating. Because at first, that was really the only motivation. So she didn't get to see me graduate high school. I'll make sure she see me graduate college.
Yeah.
So that's
You just
part of
want
the
to have your
motivation.
family there. Give her something that you wasn't able to give her because you were,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I get it. I get it. Sometimes it is best to cut off those people if that action keep repeating. Because that was the biggest thing with
But
me
this
and
will be.
with my mom and my dad. Because my mom grew, she grown a lot. She had conversation. Then it's like talk to a brick wall and keep on flipping things back on you, accusing
Yeah.
you of stuff. So at that point, I'm just like, yo, don't want to keep interacting with y'all. This is how it's gonna be all the time. And it was tough to cut contact with my parents. And it was tough. I cut contact with my mom for half a year. Cut contact with my dad for like 4 years at a time, like 0. And it is tough. With my dad, I tried to come back. I apologized, all that. Told him to forgive him for what he did. I tried to get back close with him. He keep doing the same shit that reminded me why I stopped fucking with you in the first place. So it's like, I
You
forgive
just know
you.
he won't change. Like,
Yeah, I'll forgive you. If you need any help, got you. If you need help for anything, I'll be there for you. But can't keep, like, I love you from a distance. I can't keep interacting with you. I can't keep talking to you. I can't keep being around you. It's just gonna keep going. Like, I can't have this in my life. So,
Yeah.
but I still got love for my dad. I still love my dad, and I still gonna be there if you need me, like for anything. But sometimes the best thing is to just create that
Just,
distance, cut
yeah.
contact. If it keeps repeating, I feel like if it stops, if they truly stop and they can accept like what they did, and you guys can have a conversation, maybe there's a chance you can move forward. But if the thing keeps repeating, that's unhealthy. So hopefully with her parents, man, I hope they were able to talk and she was able to explain to them
Let this not
why
be
she
something that
felt the
you
type of way.
regret.
Yeah, like I
Right.
really hope her family makes it through because that's a tough
Yeah.
situation to be in, honestly.
100%. Like, despite all the jokes and stuff, yeah, it's a tricky situation. Tricky.
Thanks.
Just over this kind of little thing, it could blow up into a whole familiar situation, and sounds like it already has. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's a great way to end the episode, man.
yeah.
That was 2 great Reddit posts, man. Some great acting by us. Some good luck advice.
Sign us,
Yeah, it's nice. For real, sign us, man. Sign us.
actors.
Voiceovers and everything. Sign us. But yeah, bro, so we're gonna go ahead signing out, man. What's something you learned today, bro?
Just give yourself dignity. Have don't be like a pushover. That's what I learned. Don't be a pushover, but also at the same time, be reflective enough where you can gauge both sides of a situation
All right.
and choose the best situation. Maybe sometimes, like I know I'm saying I like petty stuff, but I try not to hold grudges against people, and it's also I don't know. It's also like cathartic to see people not be the bigger person,
Right.
because it's like usually I'm always the bigger person. I always try to be the bigger person.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Apart
Yeah.
from that, like there's
Just
and
make sure
yeah,
you stand up for yourself, honestly, at the
yeah.
end of the day.
Maybe
And
it's sometimes gonna be a little petty. Maybe
Yeah, no, sometimes. So yeah, my thing is try to see both sides of the conversation as far as when something happens. Try to see and truly understand where that person might have been coming from, and really judge whether or not you're responding the right way.
Yeah,
You might or may not be responding the right way, or you at least be able to understand why that person said what they said and whether or not they had it. So sometimes the intention might be good, but the application is poor, and you still have the right to feel however you feel. But if you know the intentions wasn't bad, try to at least have that conversation. If the conversation goes well, there might be a chance for you to mend the relationship. If the conversation doesn't go well, it's not the wrong with walking away. It's your
yeah.
right to save your dignity. All right. And we're going to log up on that one. You can follow us at If I Knew Pod on everything, IG, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. Listen to the Spotify. You can follow my brother Vito at
Visuals and Motive on Twitch. Yeah.
Go,
MMOTIV.
Go.
I post video, film content, photography content of my work and stuff, and check it out. Yeah.
You can follow me at Speak Life Hypnosis on Instagram. You can reach in the DMs to try to book a session, or you can go straight to the website at speaklifehypnosis.com and let me know. I help you come through these traumas because a lot of it comes through from family stuff. So if you need just that help in the hand, I got you. And I
Yeah.
hope you guys take care. Have a great one, and see you next time.
Have a beautiful today and a better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.